guaranteed to include some magazine covers you have never seen before. Let's check out some interesting sales from the second part of December 2023. All right, people, let's get it on. We're going to start with this 2000 Sports Illustrated issue. Michael Vick, this is his first cover, still with Virginia Tech. Mr. Electric, love that lightning in the background. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, sold for $355 on eBay. How about this? 1990 Sports Graphic Japan. This is actually a Sports Illustrated publication. If you look very closely, you can see in the top right corner that it actually has the Sports Illustrated logo, or at least the font and the title up there, right above the E and the R in the large yellow number. And so not really sure what all that means and how this worked, but it seems like this was somehow related to Sports Illustrated. This is Hulk Hogan, and this issue sold raw for $49.99. 1994 Yankees Magazine. You've got a very young Derek Jeter, and this issue sold raw for $30 on eBay. From 2014, I know some of you love that swimsuit edition. This is a CGC 9.8 copy. You've got three models there on the cover: Nina Agdal, Liv Aldridge, and Chrissy Teigen. You've also got Kate Upton on the backside. This was a flip cover, which means that if you flip the magazine, both sides, the front and the back cover, can kind of serve as the front cover. Personally, I would have gotten Kate Upton slabbed on the front. That would have been my request to CGC, but regardless, this copy went for $450 on eBay. From 1986, Boxing Beat Magazine, Mike Tyson, autographed, authenticated by PSA, sold for $249.99. Here we have an issue of Inside Basketball from 1964, and we have two absolute titans, literally and metaphorically, in the sport of basketball: Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. This issue sold raw for $69.99. 1992 Inside Sports Magazine. This is a fairly common publication that doesn't get a ton of love in the collecting hobby, but man, this is a super cool cover of that Dream Team, and it's a CGC 9.8 copy, sold for $349 on eBay. Speaking of the Dream Team from 1992, again, this is the Newsweek cover, and this is a CGC 9.6, sold for $510. It is too bad that Life magazine is currently too large to be graded by CGC, because they do have some beautiful covers, including this one from 1963 of the great Sandy Koufax. This newsstand copy sold ungraded on eBay for $40. From 1975, People magazine, we've got two female tennis legends, Chris Evert and Billie Jean King. This has been autographed by both, authenticated by PSA, sold for $119.99. Absolute steal of a lot right here. We've got two Michael Jordan covers. They're both the Sporting News. The one on the left is the 1983-84 basketball yearbook, and the one on the right is from 85-86. You've got Michael on the left still with North Carolina, and then on the right in his rookie jersey with the Chicago Bulls. And this combo of two magazines sold for $59. From 1984, you have Goal Magazine, Wayne Gretzky. It's a CGC 6.0, sold for $84.99. 1979, Sport Magazine. We've got a trio of Hall of Famers: Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, and running back Tony Dorsett, autographed by all three, authenticated by JSA, sold for $299.99 on eBay. Now, here's something you don't see every day, and that is a Signature Series slab with Sports Illustrated. Signature Series, very common on the comic side of the world. Of course, in order to get a Signature Series gold label, there has to be a CGC authorized witness actually there to see the autograph take place in real time. And that's obviously what happened with this 1997 Sports Illustrated subscription issue of Mike Tyson. It got a CGC 7.0 along with the Signature Series label, and it sold for $399.99 on eBay. From 1955, Sports Illustrated, Nothing special about this. It's just a bulldog. Top dog. Kickbacks fear not. Whatever that means. This one went raw for $68.77. We know that Sports Illustrated had some really odd and unusual covers in the first decade or so before they started focusing super heavily on the arena sports. They went off the tracks a little bit, but hey, if you like bulldogs, pretty cool cover. From 1998 Slam magazine, it is the first solo Slam cover for Kobe Bryant. CGC 7.0 copy sold for $81 on eBay. From 2003-2004, this is Street and Smith's Pro Basketball. You got a very young LeBron James, and this copy sold raw for $30 on eBay. 1936 Reach Baseball Guide. You have Hall of Famer Mickey Cochran, two-time MVP Mickey Cochran, and this issue sold ungraded for $129.99. From 2021, we've got Tom Brady on the cover of Sports Illustrated, named as the Sports Person of the Year. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, and it sold for $595 on eBay. Chicago Bulls yearbook from the 97-98 season. Michael Jordan on the cover. Beautiful publication here. It's a CGC 9.6, sold for $225.50. From 1974, again, we've got Street and Smith's basketball, and this is Dr. J, Julius Erving. Look at that fro. Look at that finger roll playing in the ABA. It's a CGC 7.0 copy, sold for $155 on eBay. From 1995, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Hall of Famer Greg Maddux, the greatest pitcher you'll ever see. It's a CGC 9.6, sold for $360 on eBay. From 1989, Gentleman's Quarterly Magazine, GQ, you've got MJ on the cover. It's a CGC 9.2 copy, sold for $194.50. From 1990, Sports Illustrated, you have the legendary Barry Sanders, one of the most collectible NFL players ever. This is his first cover, big time issue here. It's a beautiful CGC 9.4. This is a tough issue to grade because it's a thick NFL preview issue, plus lots of dark ink on the front and the back. And this one sold for $1,132.87 on auction on eBay. From 1996, you got a Space Jam sticker book, Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, and others on the cover. It's a CGC 8.0 copy, and it sold for $300 on eBay. From 1946, you have Liberty magazine. You've got the Splendid Splinter Ted Williams on the cover, and this issue sold ungraded for $59.99. From 1966, Sports Illustrated, you have figure skating icon Peggy Fleming on the cover. It's been autographed by Peggy Fleming, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $249.99. From 2015, you've got Steph Curry on the cover of Slam. It's been autographed by Steph, authenticated by PSA, sold for $255 on eBay. 1950 Sport Life magazine. You've got Jackie Robinson on the cover, sold ungraded for $75 on eBay. 1987-88 Dick Vitale's basketball magazine. Michael Jordan on the cover, a young MJ with the Chicago Bulls, sold ungraded for $145 on eBay. 1973 Track and Field News. You got Steve Prefontaine there on the right running for the Oregon Ducks, and this sold ungraded for $44.99. 1996 Sports Illustrated. This is the second cover for Tiger Woods. He was named the Sportsman of the Year, and it's a CGC 9.8, sold for $550 on eBay. From 1982, one of the most iconic moments in NFL history, one of the most iconic photos. It's the catch, Dwight Clark with the 49ers pulling it down from Joe Montana. It's a CGC 9.0 copy, sold for $350 on eBay. 2009 Sports Illustrated, we got Troy Polamalu with the beautiful flow, and it's been autographed. I love that curtain call caption there on the cover. Auto is authenticated by Beckett, sold for $189 on eBay. Check out this rarely seen slam cover from 2014. This is the first slam cover for Joel Embiid. It's a CGC 9.6, sold for $595 on eBay. From 1963, How to Become a Quarterback coloring book with Bart Starr on the cover, plus Bart Starr Jr., sold raw for $125 on eBay. 1979 El Grafico magazine, you have Diego Maradona, sold raw for $24.90. From 1956, this is the iconic first cover for Mickey Mantle. This is a subscription copy with the label still affixed, graded at a 6.5, sold on eBay for $499.99. From 1965, Sports Illustrated. This is an early swimsuit edition, somewhat of an unofficial swimsuit edition, and it's a CGC 8.5 copy with Sue Peterson on the cover, sold for $700 on eBay. 1964 Jet magazine. You have Malcolm X. You have Muhammad Ali, still known as Cassius Clay at the time. This sold ungraded for $500 on eBay. 2003 Sports Illustrated Michael Jordan with the Wizards. Happy 40th birthday, Michael. It's a CGC 9.6, sold on eBay for $499.99. From 2023 Sports Illustrated, we have Jake Paul, autographed, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $191.38. 2018 Slam magazine, we've got Trae Young on the cover, still with the Oklahoma Sooners. It's a CGC 9.6, sold for $370 on eBay. From 2021, this is the Japanese version of Newsweek. We've got Shohei Ohtani on the cover. It's a CGC 9.2, sold on eBay for $113.50. Here's a copy of the Sporting News from 1997, two of the greatest hitters of all time. You've got Tony Gwynn and Stan Musial, autographed by both, authenticated by Beckett, sold for just south of $300 on eBay. I love this hoop cover from 1975. You got Pistol Pete Maravich playing with the Jazz, sold raw on eBay for $44.99. Here we have a CGC 9.0 copy of Mike Trout's first Sports Illustrated cover from 2012, sold on eBay for $300. 1957 Sport Magazine. You've got Wilt Chamberlain in college with the Kansas Jayhawks. It's a CGC 6.5 copy, sold for $425 on eBay. 2015 Sports Illustrated for Kids. I've always thought this is a super cool cover of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. This copy sold raw on eBay for $50. From 2014 Sports Illustrated. Does this cover look familiar? It should. Same design and same layout as Larry Bird's first cover from 1977, but this time you've got another Missouri Valley Conference player at the time, and that is Doug McDermott, of course, with Creighton. It's been autographed and sold on eBay for $49.95. From 2009, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Zach Greinke, potentially a future Hall of Famer. It's a CGC 9.6, sold for $180 on eBay. 2016 Mighty Oregon Magazine. You've got Justin Herbert there quarterbacking the Oregon Ducks. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, sold for $350 on eBay. One of the rarest modern first covers that you will find. This is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Vince Carter. It's from 1998. It is so rare because it was a 1 of 7 variant cover that week. And this is a CGC 9.6 copy, sold on eBay for $600. 1989 Sports Illustrated, Joe Montana, Magic Johnson, Wayne Gretzky, subscription copy with the label there in the middle, but this has been autographed by all three legends, and it sold on eBay for $825. From 2022 Slam Magazine, you've got Jason Tatum. This is a gold medal edition, limited to only 94 printed copies. It's a CGC 9.8. It's sold on eBay for $389.99. From 1995 GQ Magazine, you've got Hall of Fame quarterback Steve Young on the cover, autographed, authenticated by PSA. sold on eBay for $79.99. From 1981, Sports Illustrated. This is the Michael Jordan first cover that never was. You've got Dean Smith, and you've got 4 starters there from North Carolina. Heading into that 1981-82 season, they were projected to be number 1, and Sports Illustrated wanted to put Dean Smith on the cover alongside his starting 5, but Dean Smith had a rule that freshmen were not allowed to talk to the media before they played their first game, and therefore he would not allow Michael Jordan to be on the cover, despite how hard Sports Illustrated begged. They thought it would look really stupid with only 4 players on the cover. But at the end of the day, Coach Smith won the battle. Michael Jordan was shunned from his first cover opportunity. He would have to wait 2 years for that. This has been autographed by Coach Dean Smith, authenticated by Beckett, sold for $349.99. And here's our guy, Michael Jordan, on the cover of a rarely seen magazine, International Basketball from 1984. This copy sold ungraded on eBay for $500. And last but not least, we've got issue number 1 from Sport Magazine. This is from 1946. You've got Joe DiMaggio, and this copy sold on eBay as a CGC 6.5 for $1,000. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have not yet, please subscribe. I also appreciate likes and comments. And until the next video, we'll see you next time.